Well, the big story of the day, something that has affected people across the globe. Microsoft Windows users across the world facing the impact of a major technical issue. They've been staring at a message on their screens called the blue screen of death error. Now, the Microsoft Windows users reported on social media that they have been getting stuck on restart loop due to this error. This outage impacted several media companies, banks, hospitals, tech companies, airlines, schools, universities as well. Indian Airlines, SpiceJet, Akasa Airlines, Air India Express have all been impacted due to this outage. Some airlines, in fact, also issued statements saying that because of this outage, check-ins, access to boarding passes are all affected. Windows outage issue has in fact led to users being logged out of their systems and stuck in recovery mode. So let's tell you what caused this outage. Reports say that the issue occurred after the installation of a CrowdStrike update. CrowdStrike is a cybersecurity company that offers a cloud-based platform for security. Now, the issues in the Falcon sensor was introduced by an update overnight, which was confirmed by the IT Ministry. In fact, an advisory has also been issued over this outage, with the ministry saying that the government is in touch with Microsoft and associates. Many social media users are also touting this as the largest IT outage in history. CrowdStrike has acknowledged the issue in a recent support page and has stated that the recent crash on Windows are related to problems with the Falcon and sensor. Their engineering teams are actively working to resolve the issue. Now, we also understand that the London Stock Exchange has also been affected, and emergency services like 911 are also facing interruptions. In India, Mumbai airport's check-in systems are down for Indigo, Akasa, as well as SpiceJet. Take a look at this report. In fact, before that, let's get you the reaction of the former IT Minister Rajeev Chandrasekhar, who called this the black swan event in the history of technology. He said that this global outage due to CrowdStrike should force one to think about diversifying software alternatives from one company to the others. Listen in.
You have handled that ministry in the country. You have handled all these issues all throughout your career. A global outage had happened within Microsoft, and the hospitals, the banks, various systems, airlines have been severely affected by this. What exactly this mean? What could have led to this, sir?
No, so look, I have been in this area for many decades, and I can tell you without the fear of any contradiction, this is the first time I'm experiencing something of this scale and magnitude. We have heard of Twitter going down, we have heard of Facebook going down, we have heard of Google search engine not operating for an occasional few minutes. But to have a platform like Microsoft 365, which is in a lot of ways the pioneer of bringing software to the home, software to enterprises and small businesses, and in a lot of ways the pioneer of taking these technologies onto the internet. Having the Microsoft 365 platform, which is used by small businesses, individuals and big businesses all over the world, come crashing down like this is certainly a huge disruption to the global economy, to the digital economy of India, to our economy in general. And therefore, there are very significant and serious questions that will be posed to Microsoft and every other platform like this, about resilience, about redundancy, about fail-proofness, what caused it, and what is the reason, what are the steps they will take to make sure it never happens again. So there is certainly, this is a very unprecedented event. It's a black swan event in the area of technology. And we are seeing it unfold in front of us, disrupting the lives of many millions of people, businesses all around the country and in the world.
So many major airlines have been grounded. People are not able to reach to their destination. In India also, we see massive queues reported from various airports. The airports are coming out with an advisory. The Microsoft system is being used by various airports and in various sectors. How does it work, and how does this problem will be solved? How do you see this situation as of now?
Look, after the advent of the internet, more and more of these applications, which earlier we used to have on our computer, on our desktop, are now applications that people use via the internet. So nobody installs Microsoft 365 on their computer anymore, excepting the client side of it. So therefore, more and more of our enterprises, big, small, individual companies depend on these type of platforms, these software platforms that in turn are on a cloud somewhere in the world. It need not be in India. It could be hosted on a data center somewhere in the US or in Europe. Now, what caused this problem, we don't know. But it is certainly for a company like Microsoft, because Microsoft is in a lot of ways a pioneer and has earned the trust of companies all around the world for over the last few decades. But certainly this type of an outage and disruption puts the spotlight on platforms that are so big that so many million people depend on it.
Exactly, sir.
That they are so big, and when something happens to them, almost entire countries get disrupted by it. And the second is that maybe there is a need now for us to start specifying standards on fail-safe designs, or redundancy, resilience. And I think the conversations will start moving to not just access, not just innovation, not just the performance of these applications, but also, are these applications safe? Are these applications fail-safe? Are these applications resilient and redundant in their design so that this never happens again?
So you said that are these applications fail-safe? Now, we have seen that this global outage has caused massive problems, and this outage has caused the outrage of the people. Now, when the hospital systems are not working, the banking systems are not working. In US, 911 is also not working. The Delhi Police PCR have basically stated that yes, the system is working. Yeah. So, what exactly is the percentage of the systems that are using the sectors that are using the Microsoft system that are being impacted? Any idea, sir? Just to give an explanation.
I have no idea, but I think it is very high percentage. Even though in recent years there have been alternates and there have been competitors to Microsoft, because Microsoft used to dominate this space. There have been now, for example, there is an Indian company called Zoho that competes very well with Microsoft in terms of the applications that they offer. So maybe it is time now for companies to ask the question whether they need to diversify their enterprise software and go into other types of vendors, or within the same vendor ask for certain guarantees in terms of fail-safe features built into the platform. But to all of those people who today are impacted by this, I will only say this as a citizen, as a fellow citizen. Please don't panic. I know this is very disruptive. This is very chaotic. People who are lining up in a hospital are frustrated that the system is not able to tell them what they require. Or if you're an airline, you are not able to check in and get to the destination. But my request to you humbly is not to panic. There is nothing that panic will do. It cannot accelerate the process. It cannot speed up the process of Microsoft bringing the system back. Microsoft is a global company, and there are certain ways of recovering and restoring these large complex systems, which I am sure, and I'm following on Twitter, they are doing. So this is not the time to panic. This is not the time to lose the cool. Be calm. It is a problem. We should just deal with it.
How much time it would take, sir?
I have no idea. First of all, because I don't have an idea on what the cause of the problem is. If I knew with some clarity on what the cause of the problem is, then I could estimate that it would take